Hey guys, going on vacation next week. I want to show you some of the gear I'm packing up for that. Now, when it comes to traveling, it can often be very easy to forget about some of the more important things that you're going to need. And for me, vacation isn't going somewhere and sitting on the beach. Vacation isn't, going around and seeing the touristy sites. It's usually, for me, it's going to several different places, over the course of a week or 2 weeks, doing things like hiking and fishing and adventurous kind of things. So for me, it's really important to make sure that I have the proper gear whenever I do go on vacation, because I really don't plan ahead. I just kind of wing these things and try to just squeeze in as much adventure as I can. So I want to show you some of the gear, why I'm bringing it, and talk real quick about these kind of things that you should be bringing, because as we all know, you end up somewhere, you could easily end up doing just about anything, and you want to make sure that you're prepared. Tourists are, let's face it, tourists are considered an easy target for people who want to take advantage of them, and when you're engaging in things in foreign areas, it's very easy to get lost or left behind or anything like that. So let's talk. So what do we got? We'll say keys first. My little EDC keychain. This will get pared down for the trip because I won't need so much. Got one of these little county com lighters, which I'll fill up before the trip. One of these little rope tensioners I just keep on there. Good for if you have to make an emergency shelter. A little compass. Little tiny Boy Scout ferro rod that I actually found in the woods. Kind of neat. What else we got here? A little P38 can opener. My little County Com pry bar. And I think that's pretty much it. So keys are real simple. Just a couple little everyday survival items on there. I have the ability to make fire, which is one of the most important things when you are, say, out hiking or whatever and you do get lost. Maxpedition Spartan wallet. Been carrying this for about 2 years now. Got everything turned around so you can't see who I am, guys. Sorry. And as a normal matter of carry, I keep a Fresnel lens and a signal mirror in my wallet, as well as a little tiny fishing cat. So it's just got a couple little tiny hooks and some ice fishing line and regular line. Love this wallet, by the way. Highly recommend it. Now the firearm. Now I took a lot of extra precaution, knowing I was going to be going on a big vacation this summer, to make sure I could carry legally. And you're going to ask, how is that? And that's a whole other video for itself. But you can get, some states allow and accept and reciprocate with other states' permits. New York here, we don't reciprocate anyone else's permits, but however, a good handful of states reciprocate ours. But you can also apply for non-resident permits in states you don't live in, and it's real easy, just spending literally $100 to get yourself so that you can carry in 30 states. I've got a couple of different permits now, and I am licensed to carry in, I think, 36 states, plus any other states that might be open carry. So on this trip, I'll be carrying the LC9, and I've got this little cheapo Bass Pro nylon holster, which I like because it fits into it really deep. So it's really good for a deep carry, which is really important when you're in a car for long periods of time, that this thing isn't digging into your side meat. So I do like the little holster. It was 15 bucks. I actually use it for one of my other firearms, but I do occasionally use it for the Ruger here on long trips because it is extremely comfortable. I also have my little On Your 6 design holster for out on the town carry. So actually we'll leave that right in there. Alright, so I'll do a video on the licenses for you guys. Gonna bring the lighter, bro, just as an added little thing. You can never go wrong with a lighter, ever. So I'm bringing this with me. And I'll probably attach it to the keys before I go, because I really don't know if I want to be wearing it around my neck the whole time. So I'll probably put it on my keys. I just got that, did a review on it. Really cool little budget item. Now knives. A couple different reasons why you want why you might want a knife for vacation. First, of course, is adventure. Are you going to be hiking, camping, fishing, things like that? You will probably want a knife with you. It's very easy when you're going on a vacation not to think to bring a knife. So on a vacation like this, I'll probably bring a medium-sized folding knife, like this Bird Cara 2. I'll pick this because it's a lock back, which is a little less likely to fail, at least in my opinion. So if I do have to use it for hard use, I have a lot of faith in this pocket knife. Plus it makes a really good defensive blade as well. It's partially serrated. It's got some beating to it, but it served me well. So I'll probably bring that. I will probably bring my Victorinox, which is a hell of a knife. And man, I can't believe this thing. I've used this thing quite a bit, and it still, you know, it still looks like new. I can't believe it. It's really a tough thing. So this is something I would bring more like fishing, where I might need the smaller tools. So this is something that might go hiking or fishing or something like that, where I don't want to bring a larger knife, but I want tools added with it. So that might see some use. A good fixed blade, and in this case, I'm going to bring this Cold Steel Peacemaker because, well, a couple of reasons. Number one, this thing is absolutely laser sharp. Two, it's a good fixed blade knife that I could use in the wilderness or for self-defense. So it fits both of those needs. This is something I can keep as I travel in the car. This is something I can keep in the hotel. This is something I can bring with me in the woods. I can bring it fishing. I can fillet a fish with it. I can pretty much do everything with it. It's a good multi-purpose knife. It has a good sheath, a good Kydex sheath with a clip. So I can put this on my belt and carry it kind of outside the waistband, or I can even put this in and carry it inside the waistband and conceal it if that is allowed in the states I'm in. So that's the cool thing about traveling, different laws in different areas. I've had to do a boatload of research to see what I can legally do. So some of these places I go to, these things may end up in the trunk of the car, but better to have them than to not. I'll bring my, I think it's a Colt. Yep, my Colt tactical pen. That's something that'll come with me just for the sake of coming with me. It's always good to have a pen on you. Plus it doubles as a self-defensive item. I'll bring my Gerber suspension multi-tool. This sucker I've had for, I think, close to 10 years now. And use it quite a bit, but it'll be, once again, for those days when you go fishing, you go hiking, you do something like that outside of the hotel. Plus, it's always good to have, you know, you're going to be out, I'm going to be shopping, you know, say if I buy some toys for my kid or something like that, it's good to have screwdrivers and things like that available to you. That way, if I do have to put toys together or anything like that, I've got some very, very minor tools on me. I will bring one of these, I think it's an Uncle Mike's. Nope, it's one of these Black Hawk magazine holders with 2 extra mags for the LC9. And all this, we'll move the camera here a little bit. There we go. Everything's going to be going inside this Nano Vault case. Well, not everything, but the firearm will be going in there. The idea being that I can bring this into my hotel. I can bring it into any place I stay and lock it up. It's got the security cable. I can also lock it up inside my car, under the seat, in the back, in the trunk, wherever. It gives me a capability where if I can't bring the Ruger with me, I can at least lock it up and have it be secure. If I go swimming or something like that, where I can't bring the Ruger, I can lock it up. So that is definitely 100% going with me. A good headlamp. This is something I probably won't use, but if I do go for a hike, this is something that will definitely go with me. That is one thing people very much tend to forget when they're on vacation, is a flashlight. Because you don't feel like you're going to need a flashlight, and you go on a little day hike, or you go on a boat and you hit some bad weather and get turned around, and next thing you know, you're in the dark with no light. So I always like to bring a flashlight too, so I got this little headlamp I'm going to bring. I'm also going to bring my Bushnell Backtrack. Very handy little GPS. They've actually gotten quite a bit cheaper in the last couple of years. I think I paid $50 for it back in the day, but I think you can actually get these for like $29 now, maybe even cheaper. The idea being, I'm going to once again be in strange places. I can use that to find my car. I can use that to find my hotel. I can use it for anything. You know, if you get lost, electronics, you know, don't always work the greatest. Your phone, you know, can fail you. iPods, tablet computers, even GPSs can fail you. This is something that is a good backup to all that. So I can use it for quite a bit. Say I go to a mall or a big shopping center, I can find my car. And you know how it is, guys. You get out, you're out in the world, you're in a new place, you're kind of confused. It's really easy to lose your car, lose a landmark. Okay, meet me back here at 2 o'clock kind of thing. This is something that lets me make sure I know where I'm going and I can remember those locations, because I'm a little bit scatterbrained when it comes to cities. Let's just put it that way. I grew up in the country, and for me, put me in the woods, I'll find north 99 out of 100 times. Put me in a city, I have no clue where I'm going. So I always make sure I bring something like that. And last, a big full-size flashlight, something that's very bright. I bring this for if something were to happen, say the car were to break down during a trip, anything like that. I want to make sure I have enough light to work on the car. I want to make sure I have enough light if the power goes out at the hotel room. I want to make sure I have enough light if anything happens. This is more for car and hotel, but it's something to make sure. You never know. You're going someplace new. There could be bad thunderstorms, there could be tornadoes, there's all different weather conditions that maybe you're not used to in your home state. Good, once again, to have a flashlight. Really important thing, because you usually don't think to bring one, and hotels don't come standard with them, so it's really easy to forget. So, alright. So there it is. Other than that, the only thing I'll be bringing is my phone. I've got a bunch of different apps on the phone that can help me out if I get myself in any kind of a pickle, but this is just the gear, guys. This isn't, you know, food, clothing, things like that. I have other stuff that you're not going to see here in my car. I do have a small survival kit in my car. I do have tools in my car, and I do have things like that, which I'm going to transfer over to the wife's car. That way we make sure we have everything. You know, of course, when you're traveling, you want to make sure that you have an air compressor in case you need to reinflate a tire, can fix a flat, you know, maybe even a tire patch kit, you know, jumper cables, things like that. All those things are in the car, those kind of common sense things. And I may do a video on them later in the week, but for now, I just wanted to show the gear because, you know, I get out there, guys. I don't sit still. I don't sit in a hotel. I don't like going to bars. You know, when I go to a place, you know, I'm going to spend the first night I'm actually going to stay in Virginia, and you know, I may hit up some trails. I may hit up, you know, if I can find, if I'm near enough the Appalachian Trail, I may hit up some of the Appalachian Trail. Who knows? So I want to make sure I'm prepared and have stuff with me and have the basics covered. So of course I have, you know, protection, fire, navigation. You know, the only things I really need to do is just pick out some good water bottles and bring my raincoat and stuff like that, and I'm all good. So there it is, guys. Your vacation gear.